Hello guys, we are back with more role quests. Let's see. To be honest, I think it's more important to just be having fun than to try and get the optimal. Yeah, that's true. I really gotta learn to stop overthinking things and just have fun, but yeah, I can make up the EXP in other means. Alright, let's get back our limit break here, and then we'll start the next story. There we are. Nice. Okay, I actually do not know which one is the one that I want to start with, but the one I want to start with next, the next role quest story I want to do is melee DPS. So with that, I've decided we're going to start that story as Monk. With my tea kettles. Oh, it's Limsa Laminsa. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna be starting Monk. Hello. Don't mind me standing on the chair, but you're very tall. Hello. Storm clouds brewing. The Laminsan delegate would entreat your aid in dealing with a great threat back home. Toumeya, on behalf of Admiral Bloefiswyn, I thank you for your many deeds in service to Limsa Laminsa. We received troubling tidings that beasts akin to those that plague Radzat Han have been sighted on the Noscean coast. The Admiral has mustered the Maelstrom in hopes of quelling the threat. Yet, there is much we do not understand about our foe, and as such, your expertise in this arena would help be a great boon to us all. Will you help us? I will do all that I can. Excellent. The Admiral will be heartened to have your knowledge and martial prowess on her side, I'm certain. Pray set for Limsa as soon as you're able. Secretariat and Maelstrom Command will apprise you of the details upon your arrival. Let us go to Limsa. Maelstrom Command, that's in Aft Castle. Yeah. Ah, our man in Radzat Han told us to expect you. I'll inform the Admiral of your arrival. Merwyb. Glad you could join us, Toumeya. I only wish it were under better circumstances. The grave news from the bounty has not escaped our ears. I could scarce begin to imagine the horrors you've witnessed there. Pains me to say the self-same hell has come to Vilbrand. Foul beasts born of deepest despair have been sighted all throughout our island. Tell her what we know. The first report came a few days ago from one of our men patrolling Skull Valley. He spoke of a fearsome creature unlike any native to our shores. While we had our suspicions, it was only later that a connection to the final days was confirmed by a most unlikely source, Sahagin. Been treating their tempered for some time now, and many have made a full recovery. Owing to this, some factions are eager to improve diplomatic relations with Limsa. It is one such faction that has provided the most comprehensive reports in their alarming detail. They speak of a most dreadful sight, their spawn brothers transforming into horrific beasts before their very eyes. Indeed, it is far too similar to the incidents of Ratzat-Han to be mere coincidence. If our assumptions are correct, the first and most formidable of the beasts of Blasphemy, as it was decided we would call them, prowls our waters as we speak. Fortunately, there have been no sightings of the Blasphemy within the city. Nevertheless, we are to spare people the horror that befell Ratzat-Han. The fiend must be dealt with, and quickly. Despite our investigative efforts, we remain very much in the dark as to the precise nature of the threat we face. Were we to recklessly dispatch a large number of troops, we run the risk of having our own men corrupted. You can well imagine the carnage that would ensue. As such, the Admiral has decided... Admiral. Why can't I say Admiral? Admiral. It's been 4 hours, bear with me. As such, the Admiral has decided to keep those involved to a minimum, lead the investigation herself. I would have you at my side, what say you? I'm ready to punch things and take names. You have my thanks. We'll depart at once to meet with our Sahagin allies and gather what knowledge we can. Then we might devise a proper plan of attack. They are due to arrive at the South Tide Gate soon. Go on ahead and wait for you there. The Admiral has arranged for a meeting to take place within our Sahagin collaborators. Okay. Probably not where I needed to go, but okay. Oh, right there. Yeah, I knew it. It is well past our agreed-upon meeting time, but the Sahagin are nowhere to be seen. They do not seem the sorts to break their word. This bodes ill. Let us leave this place to the guards and search Halfstone for any sign of them. Oh, hi. What is that thing? Null is in danger. Quickly, to his aid. God, I love Monk at later levels. Many thanks, Shorewalker. Pray tell, is my companion safe? The Admiral. I'm gonna have so much time struggling the rest of the day just trying to say her damn title name. Merwyb herself comes to our aid. Glad tidings indeed. You two have my boundless gratitude for saving my life. Let us quit this place before those beasts return. Oh, are we in the, are we heading to the, I think we are. Yeah, right here. No, not here. Oh, I thought it was here. Oops. Oh no, she's up there. If her title gives you so much trouble, you could just use your full name. Merwyb Bloefiswyn. Yeah, that's definitely much easier to say than Admiral. Admirable. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, her legit name is more easier to say than Admiral. Oh boy. Alright. Had the Had Merwyb not come to our rescue when she did, I shudder to think what would happen. Relieved am I to see both of you safe. Everyone's still alive, good. But not if we stay out here too long. Inside quickly. Thank you, my friends. Those ghastly beasts would have made short work of us had you not intervened. And yet it brings me no joy to watch them die. For unbelievable as it may sound, until a short time ago, they were none other than our very own spawn brothers. At first we thought them merely cursed, for our talismans and magics availed us not. Aye, 'twas no curse, 'twas an evil like no other. Innocent souls transformed against their will into unholy beasts called blasphemies. Blasphemies? Pray tell us more. That would be your area of expertise, then, Toumeya. So I basically killed Demigod and doomed us all, so that's why we're transforming. Turned into beasts by the power of despair. It's horrifying indeed. Thus far, the phenomenon here in Noscea has been limited to the Sahagin. Why is that? I cannot say, yet I wonder if the crushing tide are involved in some way. I know not of this crushing tide. Word of them has yet to reach you, I see. Began with the indigo matriarch, the queen of our kind, was stricken with a grave malady. Tragic as this was, there was one small solace. She was not fond of shorewalkers. So deprived of her leadership, more of my kind came to see the wisdom in making peace with Limensa. There remain, of course, those who oppose our cause. They formed a group they called the Crushing Tide. Even now they seek to summon the Lord of the World anew, and consign all finless ones into the briny deep. However, they lack the crystals necessary to do so. Denied the power they crave, they can do naught but gnash their teeth in desperation. And you suspect these feelings of helplessness are the cause of their transformations. Just so. Those of our spawn brothers who turned into those beasts have been fraternizing with the Crushing Tide. Despite our differences, we cannot abandon our kin to such a cruel fate. Yet we must be careful not to drive them to still deeper despair. Yet we must consider the situation carefully, lest we bring destruction upon all our kind. Tell me this, are the crushing tide even now under Leviathan's thrall? If freed from their drowned state, might they not listen to reason? Or it's only so simple, all but a few are long since cured. They walk this path of their own free will. In that case, they may yet be dissuaded from their present course. For the sake of our nation alliance, we shall do all we can to save your brethren. Fortunately, a most capable ally stands with us, for this woman has bested many a formidable foe, including Leviathan. The great Toumeya in the flesh. Honored am I to stand in your presence. Together we will weather this storm and usher in a new age of harmony. This I swear. There is much to be done. For now, let us return to our homes and prepare as best we can for the trials ahead. Should we discover aught of value, we'll be sure to share it with you. I ask you do the same. Indeed we shall. Until such time, I shall watch over my spawn brothers and pray that no more succumb to the change. Maelstrom oh, this is going to be annoying. Mainly because it takes forever to load everyone in Limsa, and then I have to use the Aethernet teleporter to, again, to go to the Aft Castle, and I do not have good luck teleporting to Limsa, because it takes forever to spawn everyone. Okay. I can still interact with the Aetherite, though, so let's see. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because normally the Aetherite would freeze if I try to interact with it. And the game would probably have to, like, wait to load up everyone first before I could use the Aetherite, but not so here. Okay, so that's good. Still is a bit tedious, though, since I can't fly anywhere. Welcome back. Thanks to you and Noel, I now possess a proper understanding of the challenge we face. It is a daunting task that lies before us. We'll continue to cooperate with the Sahagin to learn all we can. Once we've located the Blasphemy, I'll have need of your strength. Till then, I ask you remain at the ready. Clearly the storm clouds have only begun to gather. Yep. Alrighty, next. The Crushing Tide. Secretariat has recent developments to share. Your timing cannot be better. Merwyb has just had this moment returned from meeting with the Sahagin to inform her of your arrival. Toumeya, glad you're here. Decide on our next course of action. As you know, we face two distinct but interconnected challenges. The transformations occurring among the Sahagin may be one. The Blasphemy itself is the root of the problem. Thus far, those who succumb to the change have been affiliated with the Crushing Tide. Continue to resist our diplomatic efforts. Were we to put a stop to the phenomenon, as well as address their grievances, we may have a chance at peace. So something cool I noticed about this situation and before, though, was Limsa was trying to remain tight, is trying to forge bonds and ties with the kobolds, and now the Sahagin. Like, they addressed that with the kobolds in post Shadowbringers. I was kind of wondering, like, why didn't we do that? I know we did that, like, behind the scenes with the Sahagin, but now we're now focused on the Sahagin now instead of the kobolds, which was really good. Like, I'm really glad to kind of see them kind of focusing that now in actual content with the Sahagins instead of doing it, like, behind the scenes, like they did with the Sahagin in post Shadowbringers, since the kobolds are mainly the focus in Shadowbringers. To that end, I would propose a double-pronged approach. On one front, we shall work in tandem with our Sahagin allies to redouble our patrols. Should the Blasphemy surface, we shall share this knowledge and move immediately to dispatch the threat. At the same time, we'll pursue a dialogue with the Crushing Tide. We need to bring them back to the negotiating table, and then see what can be done to convince them to stand down. A key point will be no doubt the lingering issue of securing land for their spawning grounds. It will be no easy task, but we succeeded with the kobolds, and I have faith that we will succeed with the Sahagin as well, so long as we parley in good faith. I can only hope the Crushing Tide share that sentiment. You're wise to temper your expectations, but I would not abandon hope ere we try. At any rate, Nolan sent word that one Dao, a priest who styles himself the leader of the Crushing Tide, has grudgingly agreed to hear us out. I will parley with him face to face at the Sapsa spawning grounds, and have you at my side, if you do not object, that is. In that case, pray join me at South Tide Gate when you're ready, and there we go together. All prepared, are you? Dao is not known for his patience. We must take care not to incur his ire. I was told he'll be at the spawning grounds upon our arrival. It appears he's been delayed. Let us speak with the Sahagin there. Mayhap one of them will be able to shed light what may be keeping him. I come as a representative of Limsa on a diplomatic mission. Should the talks deteriorate and things come to blows, I cannot be seen to bloody my hands. I trust you understand. With that, let us be off. Oh, we're gonna escort her. I had a feeling, because we did that before with Rauban and Kane Senna, I think. Yeah, and Hien. No, Igiri. First, let us see if any of the Sahagin here possess any knowledge of Dao's whereabouts. We're literally breaking. It's just weird to see, like, older fates here. I don't know, it's kind of awkward. Considering what we've been through with the story and the Alliance and... yeah. Anyway. Also, that's something. The S rank is here. Like right in front of the NPC. Though it is a level 80 something quest, so it's not attacking, so alright. Alright, yeah, because we're higher level, I think, because it's not attacking us, but alright. Why do you trespass in our domain, vile shorewalkers? We mean you no harm. We only come for a peaceful parley with your leader, Master Dao. Where might we find him? We desire no parley with the shorewalkers who would steal our home. Were it not for your insatiable selfishness, we Sahagin would grow and flourish. Your grievances are justified. That is why I would speak with Master Dao and work towards a peaceful solution. Empty words from the thieving shorewalker, but so be it. Soon you shall learn the futility of your efforts. Speaker Dao is currently overseeing security at the spawning grounds. You'll find him by the entrance, though mark my words, you'll wish you hadn't. We shall see, and thank you for your aid. I wonder if I could solo this thing now. Like, I am level 89. And I have a item level 560. Well, I'll just walk around you. Or no. Is there another NPC around here? Oh god, fate music. Pray forgive our intrusion. We seek an audience with Speaker Dao. Where might we find him? I've forgotten what you did to Lord Leviathan. Be gone. We won't get much out of this one. Let's try elsewhere. Also, I feel if I fight this thing, we're gonna piss people off because there are hunt trains that go around. Probably just... Yeah, that's an S rank. Doesn't it take like forever? Like days, like literal days for one of these to show up? I should probably not attack it then. I'm back. Welcome back. We are lamenting right now. Shorewalkers in our spawning grounds, to what do I owe the displeasure? Speaker Dao, I presume. Our apologies for entering your home unannounced. I am Merwyb Bloefiswyn, Chief Admiral of Noscea, and this is Toumeya. We come seeking a parley, that we might strive for peace between our peoples. Parley, you say? Prolonging this conflict any further will only lead to needless suffering. The menace both our people face is great indeed. If there was ever a time to set aside our differences and come together for the greater good, it is now. I invite you to join us at the South Tide Gate for formal negotiations. The cake was true hype. Yay. I'm glad cake time was awesome. Shorewalkers and Sahagin come together. What assurance do I have that you will not slit our gills the moment we set foot within your territory? I can offer but not but my word. We open our gates to you and invite you into our home as a show of respect. I do not trust you, Shorewalker, but let it never be said that the Tao of Crushing Tide was a coward. I accept your offer, but attempt any treachery or subterfuge and your people will drown in their own blood. Was Tao the name of one of the Sahagin bosses in the Fates? I'm wondering, because the name Tao sounds familiar. I think this was a Fate boss, right? The name sounds familiar. Oh, that's an A rank. You could probably kill it. People don't do ARR trains anymore. Okay, sure. Very well, Master Tao. I look forward to a productive discussion. Let us return then. I shall send word to Noel as well. Would have our Sahagin allies join us at the parley. Hi Al, welcome in. We are limsa-lamincing right now. Know this, Shorewalker, I come not because your words sway me, but to show my spawn brothers that Tao the Crushing Tide is no coward. How are you today? Welcome in. If it was an S, there would be a lot of people around it waiting for the call. Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't know the difference between the different enemies, the enemy titles. Thank you for joining us here, Master Tao. Shh, the air here sickens me. Be brief. Aye, let us get straight to the heart of the matter. A common threat looms before us, one more powerful than any primal, with the potential to bring death without end to both Sahagin and Lamincen alike. These circumstances call for swift and united action. You doubt our intentions, but I remind you that we have liberated many of your kin from Leviathan's enthrallment. They and countless other Sahagin have joined us, and of their own free will, that we may ensue the survival of both our peoples. Aye, but by their deeds the Lamincens proven themselves worthy of our trust. Master Tao, you and your Crushing Tide want only to secure a future for your people. I say this to you that this can only be done by confronting the threat together. Threats. What is this threat you speak of? If it is unity you crave, then submit yourself to our command. Be as the Servant Reavers. They are the only Shorewalkers I deign to call friend. You would ask us to willingly surrender ourselves to your Lord of the World. I do, for that and that alone will ensure peace between us. Preposterous! You propose not an alliance, but servitude. This way lies nothing but death for all Sahagin. Do you hear this, my spawn brothers? The Shorewalkers have stolen this one's mind. He decrees Lord Leviathan and espouses the lunacy of our sworn foes. These traitorous wretches have abandoned our god and conspire to drive we faithful from our ancestral home. We cannot, must not let this stand. For shame, oh boy. By our spawn brothers, I sided with the Finless ones in Blasphemy, our Lord Leviathan. who steal our spawning grounds and slaughter our children. Our future. Our future. Yikes. Behold this blessing. Lord Leviathan grants you greater... Oh no. And greater strength. Yeah, they're gonna run this as like a blessing. Like, they're gonna tell the other Sahagin that this is Lord Leviathan's will. Join us, fall into despair. But, like, we really know what's happening here. You would call this a blessing? And you can't really save them either. An S mark spawns only show up on the chat log. Something like, you sense the presence. Okay, I see. Such horrors. Flee. Flee for your lives. The beast makes for Ailport. I leave this place to you. Splendid, splendid. Let all of our spawn brothers be blessed with such power. Yeah, this is what they're gonna do. Me and my kettles are ready. I think I will change, the weapon later on after this. Deliver my spawn brother from the horrific fate. It's the second time you saved my life, Shorewalker. My gratitude is as boundless as the sea. But what of Merwyb? We must go to her aid. I was too late. I'm sorry. There's no need for apologies. You're not responsible for my people's plight. What I can't fathom is Dao's response. How pleased he was to see his brothers becoming slavering beasts. The fool believes it's a blessing from Leviathan himself. Any hope for a peaceful solution will be lost should Dao and his crushing tide manage to wield these transformation as a weapon against us. That's a really complicated situation now. I shudder at the very thought, and yet the true threat, the blasphemy, is still out there, yes. Just so, the first ones to transform are those who have fallen into the deepest depths of despair. The more painful the anguish, the more fearsome and formidable they become in their bestial forms, and the greater their influence over others. I could scarcely hope to stand against the legion of such foes, but that there was more my people could do to help. I will have the Maelstrom patrol the seas for the blasphemy. We might slay it with all due haste. This may well amount to naught if the blasphemy too was born from a Sahagin. It could be sheltering in the depths, beyond the reach of our ships. In that case, pray allow my spawn brothers tonight to serve as your eyes beneath the seas. Thank you, Noel. Through our efforts combined, we yet weather this threat. As for your brothers who gave their lives today for our cause, I shall see that they are returned home to be laid to rest as they deserve. And my gratitude. With that, we should return as well. There's much to be done, much work to be done. We should see it done quickly. Alright, Maelstrom Command again. Limsa. I'm actually gonna go to my my house for a second though. I'm gonna check retainer stuff. Also, for those coming in, you guys get to see the progress on the house. Yay, house. Still a work in progress, though. Hi, Mr. Beaky. Enjoying your little break? Good job, Marie. Alright. Alright, yeah. This is currently what I have for the house. Let me just do this. This is currently the look of the house at the moment. Yeah, still a work in progress. Got the Shiva chandelier. Yeah, I'm proud of it so far. Still trying to figure out what I want to do with here. I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to create specific NPCs on my lab, but I could only make one of those. I could only create Marie outside though. And I'm wondering, can I make a can I customize my my NPCs here for inside? Because it kind of seems like I only have one of them out for outside. Alright, let's go down. And this is the downstairs. I need more wallpaper for the door. Also, I made some rooms in here. I made a little bedroom here. And I am also one of 2 people who have a bathroom. Oh, that's where the light was. It was on the floor. Well, yeah, I made a bathroom. But yeah, work in progress at the moment. Yeah, I need a lot of furniture, like a lot of seating furniture here. Sadly, no, only the Darn it. I guess I'm gonna have to buy more mannequins then, I guess. Maybe. Oh, that stinks. Alright. Purple. Hmm. Yeah, I'm a little sad because I wanted to have a Andromeda like stand right here. I can only have one person here. Murray. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I'm a little sad about that, but I think if I get a bigger house, I could use 2 characters this time. But that'll come eventually. Yeah, 1 at small, 2 at medium, 3 at rich people. Toumeya was just about to share her findings. So you see, the danger is exactly as the Sahagin described. While Del and his ilk had no means to forcibly trigger the phenomenon at present, his plan they intend to seek one out. Redouble our patrols offshore and inform me at the first sign of anything out of the ordinary. It shall be done. I worry that we may be stretching ourselves too thin. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I will recall our forces from Garlemald. Yet I would reserve that as a last resort. For now I must work to secure reinforcements. I ask that you remain close by. We may have need of your strength all too soon. Nod. I never really noticed the background before. Yeah, it's really neat. Though, to be fair, I don't really visit Limsa, like, hardly at all. Yeah, that's middle Noscea, I think. Alright. Let's talk to you again. Secretariat appears to be waiting for you. The Admiral... Oh my god. This damn word, I can't say this word. If Limsa was in a private server, it would be the best place in the game. Yeah, probably. Well, Merwyb left a message for you. The news is not good. Appears the Leminson merchant ship was assailed by a Sahagin raiding party affiliated with the Crushing Tide. To further complicate matters, the vessel in question was carrying a shipment of oh boy. A shipment of crystals supplied to us by the kobolds of Ogamoro. The Merwyb suspects that Dao means to use the plundered crystals to summon Leviathan. She's gone to meet with Noel, that we and our Sahagin allies may take swift action. She bids you join her immediately. Should the worst come to the worst, experience in combating primals may prove essential. Pre-make for South Tidegate and rendezvous with Merwyb Bloefiswyn at once. Yeah, today's the day I literally cannot say the word Admiral. Thank you for coming, Toumeya. The situation is grim. The crushing tide plundered one of our trading ships and seized a goodly stash of Ogamoro crystals. Shh. Though their aim is clear, it appears they yet lack the quantity needed to perform the summoning. Tao longs for the days when every Sahagin cried out for Lord Leviathan's deliverance. Will stop at nothing to see them return. I cannot fathom what the crushing tide are thinking. What satisfaction, what happens can be found in giving over their hearts and minds to a false god. And so we must thwart their designs, lest the bonds we have forged be forever broken. By the same token, we cannot ignore the blasphemy, nor the transformations its presence may bring about. A battle on two fronts, neither of which we could commit to at the expense of the other. As we sail into the eye of the storm, I would hear your counsel. What course of action would you propose? Probably not the Company of Heroes. The Yellow Jacket is just one singular faction, though. Yeah. Bunch of retired people, retired soldiers and warriors. Only one singular group of people. Might we turn to the three great pirate powers for aid? As it happens, I've already enlisted the Executioners, the Krakens, and the Sirens to the cause. They've done much to bolster Maelstrom's efforts to scour the seas for the Blasphemy. So if we were to seek reinforcements, we'll have to turn elsewhere. But to whom? The Yellow Jackets, I guess? The Yellow Jackets are spread thin, keeping the coast safe from the crushing tide and the raids. We cannot afford to dilute their ranks any further. Oh, the Company of Heroes. The Company of Heroes. Now that's a name I've not heard in some time. Okay, Obi-Wan. 'Tis true they answered the call many a time indeed. Other than you and yours, there are arguably none better suited to the task of primal slaying. Oh, no. No, don't do this. Game, please do not. I swear, if you do this, I'm gonna be so mad. Please do not do this, game. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please, no, anything but that. Please, no. No, I don't want to see leopard print thong underwear again. And chocobo hat, please. I don't want to see him again. I feel like we're gonna see Tractum again. Like, we're gonna go to his wisdom and how he slayed Leviabetes. I feel like I've already seen you once in the Blue Mage quest. I don't want to see you again, please. But they disbanded over 5 years ago, and neither hide nor hair has been seen of their commander since. Absent their leader, I suspect they'll be reluctant to join our cause. You're sipping. I feel like I'm probably right, but we'll see. Absent their leader, I suspect they'll be reluctant to join our cause. And yet I could think of no better option. I'll contact Wisket, the erstwhile commander's right-hand man, and see if he'll not hear us out. Oh, so the company... I thought Wisket was their leader, though. He's their right-hand man. I will ask him to meet us at the Drowning Wench. Let us hope he's receptive to our offer. Noel, may I trust you and your brothers to continue the search for the Blasphemy in the meantime? Shh, but of course, Admiral. Should we discover anything, you'll be the first to know. I'll reach out to Wisket, the the former first mate of the company and see if he is willing to meet us at the Drowning Wench. Worry not, my spawn brothers and I will keep our eyes on the crushing tide in the meantime. Drowning Wench. Yes. Damn it, I feel like we're gonna see him again, and I'm afraid. I'm not prepared. God, I'm so nervous. Apologies for the delay. Hello. You are alone? And I swore 5 years ago that I was done playing hero. Hey. Been a while. Oh, everyone's here. Could someone explain what this is all about? Believe it or not, I'm a respectable man with respectable obligations these days. I remember you, fuckface. Take that poleworm out of your arse, old friend. Stop pretending you're still not a murderous bastard at heart. Yeah, I still have a grudge with you. I still hate you. Watch that wicked tongue of yours, Udo, lest I skewer it and prove you right. Nothing like a reunion with dear companions over a bottle of a wench's finest vintage. This is why we're here, right? Bishka, long time no eye catch up, lenders. Grey Flock says Tommy tickled to see Gobby friends again. Thank you for assembling on such short notice. Spare us the pleasantries. Why are we here? I'll make a simple request. Reform the company of heroes and lead Limsa Liminsa your strength. You know, no big deal. You've a reason, I'm sure. I would hear of it. So there you have it. A terrible fiend known as the Blasphemy prowls our seas, transforming the Sahagin into ravenous beasts. I have a question. Is this theme 1.0 music? Because I've never heard it before. Was this song used before? Because it definitely feels like it's Company of Heroes theme music. Like, I haven't played 1.0, but at the same time, the Sahagin themselves, specifically, a hostile faction calling themselves the Crushing Tide, have declared their intentions to summon Leviathan anew. Should they succeed, they'll be hard-pressed to deal with the Primal while still dealing with other threats. A right pickle indeed. But the answer is no. The commander disbanded the company, and as his first mate, it's not my place to gainsay his final order. Sod that, I say. Have you forgotten our company's creed? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Are the people now in danger not the same men and women we fought to defend years ago? The commander would not have us turn his back on them, and neither should we. Bold words, Lendenau, but do you truly believe we can honor them as we are? Old mercenaries past their prime, lacking the commander whose wisdom and prowess saw them to glory once upon a time. Ah yes, your commander. What if Toumeya here were to lead you in his stead? Surely you would not question her abilities? Yeah. An intriguing proposition. I, for one, would not be adverse to serving under such a decorated hero. Vishka, Gabi friend has goodly head for fighty think, and goodly arms for thinky fight. As ringing as endorsement as any, but I would hear it from the woman herself. Do you believe you're capable of leading the company of heroes into battle? Just do not make me... Oh. Oh, we're doing this. I'm salty. I'm a salty bitch. Like, I did not like, better battle than a banquet. Still nursing that grudge, are we? I suppose we still owe you a few dozen favors. If you're willing to lead, we'll follow. Thank you, game, for addressing the whole banquet thing, cause, yeah. 5 years to the day, truth be told, I was enjoying the more leisurely life, but when duty calls... Wait, before we proceed, I must ask, have we no way of reaching out to the commander? Forgotten how we took his leave, have we? Up and vanishing so we could each find our own way. Apart from him and the company, doubt we'll see him much again, much as I wish we could. To the matter at hand, the missions you will undertake. First, you are to aid us tracking down the Blasphemy that roams the sea. Second, you must prevent the crushing tide from summoning Leviathan at all costs. Oh, is that all? And there I thought we might get our feet wet with a real challenge. In all seriousness, we should take care to decide who attends to what. Sounds like a job for our acting commander. I'm sure she'll give us all due consideration. Sure. Oh, I should have waited till... Yeah, see? They load in very slowly. So if I understand this correctly, we're to bring down this so-called Blasphemy. Of course, to do that, we need to find the damn thing first. We also gotta prevent the crushing tide from summoning their god, Leviathan. A tall order in and of itself. As acting commander, it's your job to decide who'll be doing what based on the skills we each have to offer. I recommend you start by having a chat with each of us, that you might develop a sense of the strengths and weaknesses, mostly strengths, of course, of the storied veterans you have under your command. This is gonna go wrong. Badly. Alright, let me snooze the ad there. My specialty, you ask? Why, impaling fiends with this lance of mine. Of course, the stronger the foe, the better. None are a match for me. It would be folly to waste my talents on dealing with those slippery fishermen. Set me against those so-called Blasphemy, and I'll have a thing on a skewer before you could say Merwyb Bloefiswyn. No, set me against that so-called Blasphemy, and I'll have a thing on a skewer before you could say Admiral. Let's say. This guy's very gung-ho, so he would not prevent anything. So I think we should, yeah, give him what he wants. A wise choice. Send Landonel after the Sahagin. And he's like to help them summon Leviathan to sate his bloodlust. I will speak plain. I am not some battle-crazed barbarian like Landonel. As known of the O, a tribe of peerless hunters, I conduct my affairs with discipline and prudence. As such, I know better than any of that to rush headlong into battle is rarely the best course of action. Far wiser it is to observe from afar and proceed with caution. Prevent the primal summoning. Very astute, if I do say so myself. There are few better suited to the task of averting needless bloodshed than the famously circumspect Udo Nun. As you well know, my vision is somewhat lacking these days. I could still defend myself when necessary, but I'd rather not come to that. My condition also leaves me rather unsuited for scouting and searching. Wasn't always the case, but such is life. On the other hand, I'd like to think I've gotten quite good at sounding out the intentions of others during negotiations and the like. I'm assuming preventing the primal summoning. You're a keen sense for these things, I see. More so than reconnaissance or battle, Shamani has a knack for working behind the scenes to see the company's goals achieved. And Miss Braveflox. Ishka, Braveflox, master remaker of Illuminati treasures, offers much hand-lending with ingenuity. Far-seeing spyglass sees far into ocean deep. Crackle fires go boom and blast beasts into bitty pieces. Slay the Blasphemy. A logical choice, if I do say so myself. Braveflox's mastery of tools and armaments are sure to avail you in tracking and felling the beast. It would seem everyone has their assignments. And I dare say the choices you made are nigh impeccable. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you'd been leading us for years. Yay! And with that, it's time we got to work. I procured link pearls for one and all. We can keep each other apprised of our progress. We may pick them up at Maelstrom Command. We best be off then. Should we have need to regroup and reconsider our strategy, call for us. I will return to command, share these developments here with the Secretariat and our Sahagin friends. Do join me if you can. Commander Toumeya. Yay. I'm a commander now. Does that mean, I rank up? Damn it. Damn it. Are we ever gonna rank up for these or not? Alright, I guess not then, I guess. We're still gonna be at, Commander, I guess. I've just finished briefing the Secretariat. She has something you should find useful. Admiral Bloefiswyn has tasked me with overseeing communications between you and the Company of Heroes. Let me snooze another ad. At this point, for sure not. If they had this planned, it was canned. Aw. First, she'll be needing a link pearl. Race, speak with the Secretariat. Toumeya, Merwyb has apprised me of the situation in full. Furnish Toumeya with a link pearl, yes? Of course. It seems the company is trying to reach us. Oh, their commander, just give the word and I'll come running. Lower your goddamn voice, will you? Watch your tongue or I'll track you down and rip yours off. They sound more like mortal enemies than old companions. That's where Toumeya comes in, trusting you to whip them back into shape, make them a force to be reckoned with. I will have the Secretariat contact you if there are any developments. I will convey them to the entire company by link pearl. We cannot afford anyone taking reckless action. In the meantime, I will reach out to Noel and see what he has gleaned about the crushing tide in their hideout. There's hope for good tidings, Commander. Alright, nice. Alright, time for another ad break. Yeah. I already wasted 2 snoozes, so... Alright, we'll come right back and we'll continue on. I think this is 88 now. So I think we're halfway done now. But yeah. I'll be right back. Hello everyone, we are back. Alright, let's continue on. Talk to the Secretariat. The Secretariat has urgent news for you. Grave news, Toumeya. We just received word that the Candle Keep Quay is under attack. It would seem the crushing tide has struck again. The Admiral asks that you deploy the company of heroes at once. Our man here will act as your signaler. Eat egg. Company of heroes is awaiting your orders. Avengers, assemble. Canto Keep Quay. Both Landanao and Unod Un should be close by. What are your instructions? Landanao is a hot-headed warrior who lives for the thrill of battle, while Udo Nun is a calm and calculated hunter. Both can serve you well. Better to be assigned to a task suited to their skills. Landanao. See to the residents to safety. Drive the crushing tide away. The rest of us will head there at once. Tell Merwyb you and the company of heroes are on your way. Godspeed. Alright, where is that again? Okay, Merwyb dry docks. Yeah, Noscea is not my, not my residence, not my home, area. Alright, let's go. Oh, Candle Keep Quay was the, is that the small Portville? Yeah, it is. Alright, everyone's here. Is that all? I was just getting warmed up. I kept this waiting long enough, Commander. Not that I'm complaining. More fishermen for me to skewer. Brave Fox's treasures go boom. Blasty fishy men to bitty bits. Good to know my colleagues haven't grown rusty in the years since we disbanded. Worry not, the tide has already ebbed, if you follow my meaning. Perhaps you're curious how your men carried out your orders. You're pleased to hear that Landonel led the attack with his characteristic aplomb, dancing amongst his foes with such speed and ferocity that were dizzying to watch. The Nun made full use of his talents in leading the rescue effort. Not a single man, woman, or child suffered so much as a scratch. I had my doubts at first, but you passed your first trial as acting captain with flying colors. Yay. Eh. The battle is over, I see. 'Tis good to see the company of heroes can still live up to its name. I demand answers. Why did you target Cantlekeep Quay? I spit on your questions, filthy shorewalker. I was hoping we might do this the easy way, but if you insist. Psh, you would torture us. You shorewalkers are all the same. Savage brutes, the lot of you. Torture, please, we're not so uncivilized as that, my slippery friend. Bishka, Bravelox's shiny treasure will have Fishman trading tongue flaps in no time. Allow me to explain. Shamani, Lamani, and Bravelox are well practiced in the art of interrogation. Shamani has a sharp mind, I'm sure you've noticed, and a knack for getting information out of uncooperative types with a minimum of fuss. Bravelox, on the other hand, her methods can be unconventional, to say the least, but it's hard to argue with the results. Oh, so like good cop, bad cop. Well, Commander, the choice is yours to make. Bravelox, I choose you. Oh, this is a hard choice because... do you want to go the good cop route? Damn. Like, I want to pick this one now just because of the reference. You know what? Let's go for it. Bravelox, I choose you. Fishga, if Fishman will not spit out truthy words, Bravelox's treat will have Fishman spit out something else. Psh, what is this? Ah, so vile, so putrid a stench. Ugh, ugh. Fishga, stinky sweet of aged gobby cheese is strong, yes. Makes many nose tickles and stomach turns. I love that the cheese is back. That's funny. Our finned friend spit something up, alright, though I'd rather he hadn't. Fine, I will speak, dirty shorewalkers. Just get that foul poison away from me. Again I ask, why did you target Candlekeep Quay? Dow himself gave order, said we must establish a foothold in preparation for our assault in the city. He means to attack Limsa itself. With your numbers, that would be folly. Speaker Dow commands power beyond the comprehension of you shorewalkers. We have dealt with Leviathan before. You misunderstand. Speaker Dow says it's a great power still, the very first being blessed by our Lord. Oh, the blasphemy itself. Yep, the blasphemy. Tell me where Dow is. And not far to the south and east. There, he performs the rite that will summon forth the Divine One, deliver my brothers and I to glory. Thank you for your cooperation. I suspect that Dao was hiding out somewhere in the Celdelays, a deserted isle most likely. I don't know much about these so-called blasphemies, but can they truly be tamed so easily? We have no evidence they can. We must operate under the assumption that Dao has found a way. I will ready a ship. We set sail at once. Prepare yourselves, and meet me in the docks as soon as you're ready. I'll save Shamani and Bravelox continue the interrogation in the meantime. Our friends here might still be hiding something from us. Oh, Bravelox, I love you. Ishka, Bravelox, keep watchy eyes on this place. Don't you worry, Bravelox and I have the situation under control. Oh, the Leminson Ferry Docks. Alright. Oh, can I just go to Leminson from here? Pretty sure I can. Or Ailport is fine too. Then we can go to Limsa. Sorry, I was snacking right now. Everyone is here. Good. We make for the Celdelays in search of Dao's hideout. Our friend Noel will be waiting for us there. The Blasphemy too may be present. Be vigilant and keep your weapons at the ready. Well, Commander, do you have any words for your men on the eve of battle? All for one, and one for all. All for one. Can't say I've heard that motto before. Nor I. At any rate, let's be about it. We meet again, Dao. Where is the blasphemy? Tell us now so we may end this madness. Hehehehe. Oh, that is a big, monster. That's huge. Speak of the bloody devil. There it is, the dread beast I saw beneath the waves. The source of our woes. Oh, echo moment. The echo of all times. Defend the commander. I bring grave Oh no. The matriarch is the blasphemy. Because like they said beforehand, oh, we lost, the matriarch was lost, or the matriarch died. But no, I think the matriarch is the blasphemy. I bring grave tidings, my queen. The wretched shorewalkers poisoned the minds of my spawn brothers in false words, with false words and false magics. Our poor, beguiled brethren renounce Lord Leviathan and name him a false god. They treat with Limsa Leminsa and summon me call for an alliance. We must summon him, that the lost might receive of his blessing anew. This I would gladly do had our stock of crystals not run dry. Spawning time is nearly upon us, yet you fight and bicker amongst yourselves. How am I to birth a new brood when my children grown stand divided? Oh, she's not interested in wanting to summon Leviathan. Who dares enter the sacred chamber? Forgive my intrusion, Queen Mother. I speak for the Sahagin who seek an accord with the Shorewalkers. A new age is upon us. We needn't turn to false gods, nor foment bitterness and bloodshed in our precious spawning grounds. The Shorewalkers have changed. They endeavor to understand us, to share these lands with us, that they may have peace, and we are spawning grounds. Could this be true? Lies, lies, do not be deceived by that one's delusions, my queen. He is a heathen who has strayed from Lord Leviathan's light. The Shorewalkers are oathbreakers, now and forevermore. As they extend one hand in friendship, they clutch a dagger in the other. We are beasts in their eyes, deserving of naught but slaughter. Oh, for a blessed moment I felt the faintest touch of hope. But you are right, Tao. They are demons, and we are damned. Or for woe, my poor children have lost their faith, their minds poisoned by lies. They turn away from Lord of the World and cast their lot with the enemy. 'Tis so, my queen, 'tis so. I had no choice but to abandon our sacred spawning grounds and sink to the ocean's floor to rot and decay. Dearest of my children, you tell them we have no future? This mother crystal did it. Like, he was the one. Oh my god. What's happening? It was his fault. Please, my queen, you must calm yourself. Such power, such beauty. A blessing from Lord Leviathan himself. Yeah, that is the matriarch. Oh, that is so horrible. And then he lied to her to make her fall into despair. So this is a blasphemy, eh? Let's see what the fuss is about. Have your wits about you? Good. If you could fight, now's the time. Strike now, my queen. Send the Shorewalkers and their honorless leader to their death. What's happening? I can't feel my legs. Why, Mother? Are we not your children too? Damn it, we can't weather another blow like the last. Oh, is it the captain? I still don't know what in the seventh hells just happened, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna go down without a fight. Steady, the beast is feeding on our ether. We will not survive a head-on fight. Legend out. Udo, remember the company's stratagem when faced with overwhelming odds. Retreat! Let's get ourselves the bloody hells out of here. Hi, Captain. Commander. Were the other beasts we face also once my spawn brothers? I cannot bear the thoughts. Face to face with a damn beast. I could barely lift my spear. Next time, mark my words, the bastard fish is gonna pay. So that was the Blasphemy. Intriguing creature. The first time in many summers we find ourselves a worthy foe. If no path to victory can be found, flee and fight another day. It might not be the kind of approach that make a bard sing your praises, but it kept us alive, and that's enough. Damn it all. We had better luck holding back the tide. Oh, hi guys. How goes it, friends? Is what I would normally ask, but judging from the muttered cursing, I gather it did not go all that well. Barely escaped with our lives. To think the damn beast had power to stop us in our tracks, literally. But do we know the creature's origins? Is it once a Sahagin as you suspected? Mayhap the echo afforded Toumeya some insight. So yeah, that was the matriarch. Douse villainy knows no bounds, sowing seeds of despair in our queen mother's heart, as she might transform into that monstrosity. If she was the first to turn, then there was nothing deliberate about it. Still, it's clear that his words served as a catalyst. Yeah, it is his fault. Like, F that guy. We killed the Blasphemy. It'd be tantamount to killing the Sahagins' queen. That's not gonna endear us to them one bit. I cannot turn my spear against the mother who birthed me, let alone take her own life. Out of curiosity, did anyone see who fired that shot? Were it not for them, we'd all be dead. I know not, but we must formulate a plan, and quickly. My scouts tell me that the Blasphemy has left the island, and now roams the open sea. I would order them to continue the search. In the meantime, we must find a means to overcome the beast's formidable offense. Leave that to us. Time and again, we used our wits and experience to triumph over the longest odds. To defeat your enemy, first you must know your enemy. Tell me, Commander, what do you reckon was the most valuable knowledge we gleaned from our initial encounter? It's not this one. The Blasphemy has the power to absorb ether. I concur. Now that we know how the beast disables its foe, we can use this knowledge to devise a proper defense against it. But if we use Dynamis, nah, they're not going to do that. But this is not all we have learned. While the Blasphemy can maneuver through the water, it also frequents caves and the like. Our best chance of defeating it would be in such a place. Our only chance, I dare say. I'll send scouts to identify any and all large caverns and coastal areas that serve as shelter from a massive creature. To ensure the safety of our people, and to have any hope for peace with the Sahagin, this is a battle we must win. All your strength and wisdom will be needed in the days to come. Dismissed. Come, let us share our findings with the Maelstrom. Now that we have seen what the Blasphemy is capable of ourselves, 'tis more plain to me than ever that it must be slain. Reach out to all trade ships entering and departing Limsa. Inform them that any sightings of the Blasphemy are to be reported to Maelstrom Command at once. Understood, but given the beast's abilities, how do you intend to overcome it? I trust that the company of heroes in Toumeya, experienced primal slayers all, will find a way. And yet I would leave no resource untapped. If there is one whose most expertise I would call upon, there is one more whose expertise I would call upon, if he would agree. Tractum. God, I hope not. Even Wysakat is at a loss as to his former commander's whereabouts, but mayhap Ienzar could offer some guidance. Or him too. No doubt you are still fatigued from the battle with the Blasphemy. Pray, rest when you're able. When we're ready to take further action, you will hear from me. Till then, take care. Level 90. Tornado kick. Alright, what does Tornado Kick Mastery do? Upgrades Tornado Kick to Phantom Rush, or Bum Rush, in the older games. Phantom Rush. Okay, so it's much stronger here, it looks like. Okay, I see. The Secretariat's resigned expression speaks volumes. Toumeya, I wish I had better news for you. The Blasphemy continues to elude us. Can you hear me, Commander? This is Weissegate. I have an idea of how we might take down the Blasphemy. Meet me in Costa del Sol as soon as you're able. Well, that sounds promising. I'll tell the Admiral you'll be away for a bit. Speed him safe out there. I've noticed, like, the last couple of streams, it's just been raining, like, non-stop. It's been nothing but rain. Apologies for having you come all this way, Toumeya. Ever since our encounter with the Blasphemy, I've been racking my brain to find a way of dealing with its debilitating attack. Sadly, I've come up empty-handed. My companions fare no better. That's when I started thinking, if only our finest were still with us. He always had a knack for noticing what the rest of us missed. His eyes were so sharp, he could spot a foe's weakness from a single glance. It's thanks to him that we were able to slay both Leviathan and Titan, and live to tell the tale. The rub is, well, he's a bit eccentric, and yes, I know you could say that about all the company members. But unlike us, he prefers to work from the shadows. Truth be told, I've not seen him since the day we disbanded. I doubt he'd help his old comrades, even if we asked. But an order from the company's acting commander would be a different story. In our heyday, we had always had a way of reaching him. Whistle at the forked road, and sooner or later he'd show himself. Didn't matter when, winter or summer, in broad daylight or the dead of night, he'd always be watching from afar. With any luck, he still is now. But I've rambled on enough. Go on now. This may be our best and only hope. Here I was, enjoying my retirement. Why did you have to go and bloody whistle? Yo. Call me Lawrence. I'm the company's resident sharpshooter. At least I was in my day. No need to tell me who you are. I've been a watcher. I've been watching you for quite some time. Grrr. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just curious how my former mates are faring. Not as curious as folks were about me, though. First Waisakit, then old Spirit himself. As if those codgers could ever catch me. And now Eorzea's storied Eros summons me forth. No need to say why, you're gonna ask me how to help you take down the Blasphemy. Uh-huh. I'm not ordering you, I'm not asking you, I'm ordering you. Aha, you drive a hard bargain. I like that. Who am I to refuse an order from the company's acting commander? So tell me, acting commander, what specific duty would you task me with? I trust you do have a plan. So you need a way to neutralize the beast's most potent attack. I can tell you like getting up close and personal with your foes, so you'll be needing support from a distance. Who do you suppose might be best suited for that role? You? Merwyb and her twin muskets can handle the job. You, of course. Damn right, my eyes are among the keenest in the realm, as you've doubtless heard from Waisakit. In pure marksmanship, none in Noscea are the Admiral's equal. Yet Merwyb is ill-suited for a supporting role. Not for a lack of skill, of course, but rather, come to think of it, there's something you should know. Follow me. He's also a machinist, too. I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've been introduced to this guy. Because it made it seem like a Waisakit. I don't think they mentioned that Waisakit was like his right-hand man in A Realm Reborn, right? Quite the view, wouldn't you say? I've often come to admire the sea. If you would indulge me for a moment, and I'll spin ye a yarn. Try not to doze off. Back in piracy's golden age, the League of Lost Bastards ruled the Rotano. I was one of them, as was Merwyb. We were led by none other than her old man, Bloefiswyn, most feared captain of the high seas. Feared by his enemies, that is, stern and unforgiven though he was. He took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. Aye, he was like a father to me, to us all, till that fateful day. It was in the year 1562 of the 6th Astral Era, limits and merchantmen were struggling with nigh constant raids by the Sahagins. Around this time, Bloefiswyn had yielded the day-to-day leadership of the bastards to Merwyb, his pride and joy. She was still growing into the role, though, and everyone knew the old captain was still calling the shots. Old Bloefiswyn has had a noble streak. He did. Ordered us to defend the traders from the fishbacks. Merwyb led the effort. We fought day after day to keep the sea safe. The fighting was fierce, but we always came out of it in one piece. Until we didn't. Till after a skirmish, the Sahagin survivor with his last breath summoned forth the Lord of the World. The great beast toppled our masts and cracked the keel like an egg. We clambered aboard the merchantman as our own ship sank. Naught to do but wait for the end. But then comes Bloefiswyn and his bleeding flotilla out of the nowhere. to pull us out of the fire, and he did. The League of Lost Bastards would never be the same again, for even though we escaped with our lives, we soon discovered that the captain, our iron-willed, underwaving leader, had fallen under Leviathan's thrall. Of course, in those days, we didn't know much about drowning or temperin', didn't know what to make of our captain as he grew more haggard by the day, his words devolving into crazed rambling. Then one day, he vanishes, taken off with half of our men. Not long after, a band of pirates calling themselves the Serpent Reavers began taking prizes in the Indigo Deep alongside the Sahagin. At their helm was none other than Captain Bloefiswyn, who cast his lot with the fishbacks. Merwyb knew what had to be done. To her credit, she didn't shirk from the deed. She acted quickly, sneaking off under the cover of night with a skeleton crew without so much as telling me. Of course, that didn't stop me from stowing myself in the cargo hold and joining her on the voyage. She was none too happy to see me at first. Wanted to leave me out of it, she said. Seeing as I've made myself known when she was struggling to fend off a horde of reavers and fishbacks, it wasn't hard to win her over. Her twin muskets fell one right after the next. As my sharpshooting kept her safe from afar, we cut a path to the center of the isle. So there we found Bloefiswyn, rather the miserable wretch he had been reduced to. All bones, with skin shriveled and tangled mat of white hair, eyes bulging from his head like a fish as he prayed to the Lord of the world. Jeez. Merwyb challenged him to a duel. A dim memory must have flickered in his drowned mind. He accepted, and so with only me there to witness it, Merwyb ended her father's life. The League of Lost Bastards would have lived up to its name if it weren't for Merwyb. She assumed full command and restored us to our former glory. Not long after, she triumphed in the Trident and was named Chief Admiral of Limsa. I often think back to that day, seeing her charge into battle, muskets blazing. Might seem reckless to some, but that's how Captain Bloefiswyn taught her. She knows no other way. That's why I made it my job to support her from the shadows. It's a role in which I'll happily serve again. I owe it that much to her old man. You get enough practice saying, when I was no, not really, no. Admiral. My only doubt was to whether you, my friend. But welcome back. My only doubt was whether you, my friend, were worthy of commanding me. Watching you from afar has answered that question. I, Tao Weisakid, and the rest of my no-good companions at Lorem stands with them. I'm really happy that we got backstory with Merwyb. It's nice to see. I think it was like hinted at that Merwyb killed her father, but we didn't understand why, but it was back to tempering. Did Lawrence show himself? Aha, now that's a surprise. I hoped your words might reach him, but never did I imagine he would agree so readily. Just one thing, Toumeya. I appreciate if you didn't mention Lawrence's involvement to the company, Landon in particular. They'll find out soon enough regardless. Why? At any rate, this gives us new hope in our battle against the Blasphemy. All that remains is to set the snare and lure the beast into our clutches. Our scouts are on the lookout for the creature as we speak. The latest reports to be believed, we're drawing ever closer. And with that, I best get back to it. Can I trust you to report these latest developments to the Maelstrom? Till we meet again, Commander. I got this. The Admiral should be pleased to hear that Lawrence will be joining our fight. Yeah, I think this is going to be the video where I title it, the video where I can't say the word Admiral. Admiral. Like, that's going to be the title for the video. The video where she cannot say the word Admiral. Like, hell, her full name is actually easier to say than that word. Merwyb Bloefiswyn. Like, I could say that like 5 times fast, but not a single word of Admiral. Or she could speak Welsh, but she can't say yeah. Oh, that's funny. Whatever Wysaket is planning, one can only hope it works. The search for the Blasphemy continues, though I understand you've been carrying out an entirely different investigation. A marksman by the name of Lawrence, eh? She will be pleased. Of course, we won't have much to call for his skills until the Blasphemy is found. Rest well and prepare yourself as necessary in the meantime. Lawrence, why does that ring a bell? Okay. I'm glad I caught that, but let's give that to Dragoon, I guess. Oh, I'm dumb. What am I doing? Ninja. Yeah. Alright. The Secretariat appears visibly dismayed. Despite our best efforts, the Blasphemy continues to elude us. For the time being, we... Sorry to interrupt, but I have incoming communications from Wysaket. Commander, we snared ourselves a Blasphemy. We have our erstwhile companion Riel to thank. Knowing that the creature was once the Sahagin queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. Sure enough, he spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not long ago. The receiving word, Shamani Lamani directed the Maelstrom's warships in the vicinity to herd the beast with cannon fire in the Sastasha Sea Grove. Isolated as the Sea Grove is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words from your men, Commander? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Company of heroes, assemble! You have to tell me twice. I've been aching for a rematch. Rush in blindly and it would go as poorly as it did the first time. Ha, knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up in time to see me deal the killing blow. Now, can we not save our vitriol for the quarry which I've lured to the perfect spot that is now waiting patiently for all of you to put it out of its misery? Pishka! Brave Lux's gobby booms blast over big Blasphemy into bitty pieces. A motley crew you'll never find. It will serve you well when the battle is joined, believe you me. This is Merwyb. We're ready a warship at once. Assemble outside the winch once you've all seen to your preparations. So the time has come. She'll pray for your victory. Okay, Merwyb is glowing, so that means duty time. Alrighty, it is time to take one final break, run ads, hydrate my throat, and yeah, we're gonna finally fight the Blasphemy and hopefully kill Dow in the process, and hopefully not run into a track turn again. Fingers crossed, we're almost there. But yeah, I will be right back. Hello guys, we are back with more Admiral Bringers, or Admiral Walker. Yeah, I'm totally titling the video where she can't say the word Admiral. But yeah, Merwyb is glowing, so we're ready to take down the Blasphemy. Let me eat egg again. And talk to her. Toumeya, the others should be along soon. Yes. Oh, we got the Shadowbringers music. The Blasphemy is still contained within the Sasha's secret. There it will meet its end, Navigator willing. Fish. But that my brothers and I could join you in the fight. And yet, blasphemous though it may be, that beast was once our mother. I understand, no. Forgive us for what we must do. Were there a means to reverse the transformation, we would do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there is nothing left for her to save. For the future of the Sahagin and Linsiliminsa alike, the blasphemy must be laid to rest. When the deed is done, I would bring your brothers, even the crushing tide aboard the great ship we call Vilbrand. I do not want to slay your mother. This thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill her own, is an affront to the memory of who she was. It is not her, it is not. Remember this always, you must. I will not ask you to shoulder the burden of matricide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed. Ish. All you say is true, and yet... Commander, I've sighted a group of fishbacks, crushing tide most like. Head straight for the sea grove. You best make your way here, and fast. Time to move out. Any words for your men before we set sail? Don't go dying on me out there. Today the Blasphemy falls. Merwyb is glowing, so she's ready to limit break the Blasphemy. Uh-huh. Don't go dying on me out there. Heh, our new commander's sounding more and more like the old one. But enough talk, it's time to show the realm the company of heroes hasn't lost a step. Aye. Dobby dance. We'll stand a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Toumeya and I will go together, while the rest of you take a different route. There's brook no further delay to Sastasha. I can't believe that guy literally called them fishbacks in front of us. Yeah. Then again, Landonel is a fucking idiot, though. My queen, I beg of you, pray show your loyal son mercy. Well, he's dead. Thankfully, that was easy. It's Dao, or what's left of him. Speaker Dao, why would our queen do such a thing? It is as the Shorewalkers say, what we thought a blessing is in truth a terrible curse. The horror, we must away at once. And leave the Shorewalkers to face our Queen Mother alone? No, I will stand with them. You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother. Go and be with your kin. Go. Forgive me. Yeah, first dungeon. Throwing it way back. I was beginning to think you wandered off a cliff, Lawrence. Must you say it like that? I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. This guy. But enough talk. It comes. Defeat the Indigo Beast. Here it comes. We're counting on you, Lawrence. Leave it to me. No enemy's weakness can escape my eyes. Lawrence the Eagle-Eyed. Just one shot here and... Nice work. There we go. See how easy that was? I reckon you could do it too, Acting Commander. Nice. Trigators won't work on us anymore, ain't that right, Acting Commander? Shit. HP penalty, holy shit. Okay, interesting. This one does not have a, this one is a circle, ring around it. So the direction does not matter. That's really good. Where did it go? Be wary. Hey, our friends are here. Alright, Phantom Rush.
My sights.
Malevolent influence. Oh, these have a lot of HP. Yikes. Such power. Extinction Flare is such a cool name, by the way. Welcome back, Allie. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. It's enough ether to go blasting this entire island. We better work fast. Fish, we stand with you. Hey! the future of the Indigo Deep. Yay! Allies. That's so cool. Sahagins are actually fighting alongside us.
The winds favor us.
Phantom Rush.
I will not yield.
Yes. Hey, is that Brayflox from Brayflox's Long Stop? It is. I had to do my birthday solo duty, so to speak. Hehe. Every birthday I give a full listen to the Dark Side of the Moon. Hehe. Yeah, happy birthday again. Yeah, that was a fun fight. I will not ask for your forgiveness, but this I promise. You will be remembered for the mother you were. I have no words. Jeez, she had to kill her father and now a mother. Jeez, twice. Twice now. Our Queen Mother returns to the depths in eternal slumber. With your strength, you could have crushed us so easily. Why did you spare our lives? The beasts and blasphemies are born from the despair in our hearts, but no more. I would break the cycle. Though Tao may have been blind to it, I believe in a future where Sahagin and Laminson live in harmony. Even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds. It is there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, know that she will have a safe place to raise her young. Once you have selected a suitable location, then Salaminsa will recognize and honor your claim. A promise for which we are grateful, Admiral. But what of the other peoples of Ilbrand? The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I am confident we can reach an agreement. Sahagin, Kobold, and Laminson alike yearn to abide in peace. We can make it so. I've never fought alongside shorewalkers before, but I must say it felt good. We have fought for your neighbors. We have fought our neighbors for generations. There's one us only suffering and tragedy. I beg you, lay down your spears. Bish. 'Twill take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our peoples, but bridge it we shall. Oh no, you don't. I dare say we have a lot of talking to do as well, don't we, Commander Lawrence? Ye? Landonel, if you just allow me to explain. That was so fun. That was so funny. Blayfrox just like yeets into the image, into the screen. Yeet, yeah. Also, hi, Rydia. Let's best be off before they drag us into this mess. Where have you been all this time? Forgive us for what we have done, Queen Mother. Why did we ever believe that monstrosity was a blessing? What fools we were. Oh there, good to see your acting commander, hale and hearty. Who invited this bloody bastard anyway? I dare say that Blasphemy was the most formidable foe our company has ever faced. I must further hone my skills, lest the next enemy prove too tough for us to handle. Wondering where I was during the battle? Well, I wasn't slacking off, if that's what you're implying. My duty was to protect the ship to ensure our safe return. Truly. Bishgaw, fighting with Gabi friends gives Blayfrox good feels. At last it's over. We could take pride in the respite we won. But we must never forget those who cannot be here with us to enjoy. Perfect time in acting, Commander. You must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard. Well, Lawrence, let's hear your excuse, and it better be a good one. Why in the seven hells were you skulking about in the shadows while we did all the dirty work? Huh. Like you'd ought to be happier if I showed up sooner. I could hear your whining now. Why, you didn't think we could handle this on our own? I'd be bloody furious regardless. Don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather didn't happen, on the day of our duel. Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited and waited some goddamn more, and still you never turned up. I've got you now, and I will have satisfaction. Given Lawrence's penchant for late arrivals, I couldn't help but worry too. To say he cut it fine would be an understatement. And not by choice, as usual. My scouts observed him roaming near Costa del Sol not long ago. It seems our commander's woeful sense of direction has not improved in the least. I'm honestly surprised he never realized London now, but that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. The commander did indeed arrive at the agreed-upon location of your duel, after the sun had risen and set a half-dozen times. Navigator, take me. Shamani, promised me that I would stay between the two of us. Blayfrox, you have a kind word or two for your commander, don't ye? Ishka, Commander Lawrence, Commander no more. New commander, friend to Gabi's everywhere. Does many sweat works for Gabi kind. Yeah, she's with me, bro. There I thought you were too much of a coward to face me in battle. Come now, Landonel, you know me better than... Then it's settled. We fight here and now, on your guard. Put that thing down, I say. You could hurt someone with that. Hard to believe he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right, if you haven't realized the obvious, Lawrence is our former commander. Forgive me for not stating planning sooner. I didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership. I mean, wasn't it implied though? Like, I'm pretty sure, or I maybe have guessed it, I guess. They probably did not say it. The guy from Ranma 1/2 who's bad at directions and gets lost. Ryoga, right? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I really want to watch the new show on Netflix. I haven't had time to do it, but he's got his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield. Anyhow, I think we can all say your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. Now I reckon it's about time you gave your final order. Fishka, company of heroes, band break once more. Grey Fox never liked parting with gobby friends. Here, I may have my complaints, but when we're together, a good fight's never far away. You hardly need a company or commander to get you that. Should Limsa again be in peril, there's nothing stopping us from rising to the occasion. Till then, you're all strong enough in your own right. Why not serve the weak in your own ways? Gobby dance. It's time you do what I once did. Give me men their final orders and send them on their way. Oh gods. At last, it's over. We could take pride in the respite we won, but we must never forgive those who cannot be here with us to enjoy it. Alright. Brave Fox, let's talk to you. Ishka, Brave Fox wants busy work. Brave Fox awaits Uplander's lip flaps. Let the company of heroes be disbanded. No more cheese wars, please. Vishka, Brave Fox feels heavy heart but accepts Uplander's bossy words. Brave Fox had good times and happy feels with gobby friends, but good times will come again, and when they do, new boomsticks will bring blasty doom with much fastness. Bye, Brave Fox. Queen. Well, let's hear it, Commander. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. Indeed, I mean to return to Wineport as soon as I'm tied up a few loose ends there. Speaking of wine, I've always preferred the older vintages. Left to steep in their barrels for many a summer, they've come out tasting better than ever. One might say the same about our own company. Bye-bye. I await your orders, Commander. Look after the you, brave nun. I have responsibilities, a tribe that wants for my guidance and protection. I could ill afford to tarry here much longer. Nevertheless, it is with some regret that I take my leave. For all their faults, of which there are many, they are my companions, and I will miss them. Alright, you... Boy, you have something to say, let's hear it. Return to the whalers and keep the murdering to a minimum. As if you needed to tell me. While I enjoyed the diversion, I know as well as any my true place is in Gridania, leading a respectable life. Respectable? You may have not been the perfect commander, but 12 is my witness. I hope to fight by your side again. Farewell. Yeah, get out of here. You had quite the turn of duty, but all good things must come to an end. Any parting words before we go our separate ways? I don't want to pick this one. But the company of heroes best be disbanded. Yeah, finally, I can enjoy some semblance of peace again. At least as much peace as a man can enjoy waiting hand and foot on the Lord of Costa del Sol. May have been rough sailing at times, but I rather enjoyed serving under you, acting Commander Toumeya. And you. And on that note, I ought to be on my way. Slipping away again, are we? You're a creature of habit. I resented you for it at the time, you know. But I think I understand now. Better to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory seekers too eager to fight and too quick to die. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy, a man who's let the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood. I've had my day in the sun. If you succeeded in brokering peace with the beastmen, there'll be no need to worry about primals. And the company can go into permanent retirement. Then I could say I did right by the old man. If you hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. Thank you, Lawrence, brother. I did nothing. It was you who shouldered Captain Bloefiswyn's burden, that of the entire League. I'm sorry, Merwyb. I know it hasn't been easy for you. But I dare say you've worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the only ones in need of retirement. But I've said too much. Lawrence holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed, but yes. My greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead as we steer the great ship Vilbrand towards a new future. You truly are your father's daughter. I owe you many thanks too. I dare say you did almost as good job as keeping my men to task as I could have done. Call it a hunch, but something tells me our paths may cross again. Forgive me if I carry on like I've never seen you before. Not unlike my old friend Miss Beard. I prefer to keep my past in the past. And with that, I'm off. Take care of yourselves. The blasphemy is no more, but we can never know lasting peace until the crushing tide agrees to lay down their arms. It'll be a daunting task, but as we saw in Sastasha, they are not beyond reason. I will do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifices of my brothers were not in vain. Forgive us. Even after being freed from false gods' thrall, still we clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken Speaker Dow's every word and turn a blind eye to the harsh truth. Easier and cowardly. I returned to speak with my brothers of the crushing tide, but tell them of our Queen Mother's sacrifice and the vision of hope you have shared with us. I only ask that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. You have my word. If you would not be averse, let us return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you. I repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an age when Shorewalker and Sahagins stand as one. And Merwyb. Just now, it would seem. Just us now. Ever since we achieved a measure of peace with the kobolds, I prayed that this day would come. Though it is, of course, only the beginning. Negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to flared tempers and bruised egos. Such things always accompany meaningful progress. The history of Vilbrand is one of bloodshed. We have the power to change our ways. After all, it's clear we are united more by our similarities than we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Sahagin with my fellow Luminsons, and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. For it must be a harmony not foisted upon them from above, but one which they aspire to be of their own free will. No doubt, Nolan and his brothers feel the same. Again, you have come to Limsa's aid, my aid, at a time we needed it most. When next we meet, I hope 'twill not be as Admiral, and adventurer, but as friends. Mayhap trading war stories over ales at the wench. Sounds good. But for now, I must return to my duties. Drafting reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role. It's a necessary one. If you happen to pass through Radzat-Han, pray share your exploits with our delegate there. Doubtless he'll be interested to hear your first-hand account. Wait, what? Is that a date invite? Dating Sam. One day I will lay down these muskets for mine for good, but not yet, father, not yet. Yep, girls' night. Yeah, totally a dating sim. Okay, we gotta go back to Radzat-Han. You should respond by inviting the Admiral out to the Bismarck. Yeah, recently, because of the whole, in Shadowbringers, patch 4.4, and now this quest, like, originally I really hated Merwyb, but she's really grown on me, and I now, like her now, because of, this quest line and the one in, Shadowbringers. Like, she also, another character that has also really, grown as well, to my liking. And like, as I said before, it's character development, the game. It's my favorite game to play, character development. Toumeya, you return. Pray tell, what news of my homeland? Extraordinary, and a chance at peace with the Sahagin. These are heartening tidings indeed. Without a doubt, you helped us dispel the pall of despair that once hung over Vilbrun. Our people now bask in newfound hope. I must share the news with the others. Full glad will they be when they hear that the threat to Limsa is no more. Thank you again, my friend. Not yet. No, wait, it's a 90 quest. Damn it. I have to accept this. Yeah, I could invite the Admiral over. I could do that. Level 90 DPS. Alrighty. We have one to go, one left. Yeah, these have been really, really freaking good. Let's go back to my place. I wonder who we will help. I wonder who indeed. But yeah, each of these stories has been really good with, kind of fleshing more of the leaders out. Like we got much needed development from Kane Senna. And I really love the Fordola stuff too earlier today. But yes, we here. Someone got upgrades. I got a house. I'm happy. Yep. It's a work in progress. Mr. Beaky's just chilling over in the corner on his day off. Oops. Yeah. But yeah, we have one more role quest to go, and we're gonna start that on, or we're gonna finish the stream on Sunday with that role quest story, the final one in Ishgard. But thank you guys for being here. It's been a lot of fun. Sunday is my birthday stream, so I'm gonna be doing Heaven on High, the Deep Dungeon, for the first time on Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then we're gonna do the final role quest story afterwards. I'm assuming it maybe like Palace of the Dead, the story's probably gonna end maybe like at floor 50. I wanna try and get to floor 50, if it's the same as Palace of the Dead. At least until it finished like the overall story of Heaven on High. And then we'll work on the final story for role quest for Endwalker. And if we don't finish in time, then we'll start the role quest story on Tuesday, and then we'll do a bit of MSQ, and then we'll push possibly the MSQ finale to Thursday, next Thursday. So that's the plan for the next week or so. But yeah, thank you guys so much. It's always been a good time having you guys here hang out, lurking, following. Blue sky. But yes, next stream, Sunday, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Alrighty, let us go and... Alright, here is raid message. And then... So I think Notice is possibly finishing Expedition 33 today. I kind of read in the Discord. I think she's going to finish it today. I'm not sure, but... Well, she's making good progress on it, so we'll say hi to her. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. There's the raid message. Please go follow Notice, who recently made partner. She also plays Final Fantasy XIV. And yeah. You need to run from spoilers? Okay, yeah. No worries. We'll be back on Sunday with Heaven on High, and possibly the final role quest story, the Magical Ranged DPS. Take care, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you all next time. Goodbye.